Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your reading. This is for Monday. Monday is the 4th, right? Yeah, it's the 5th. I'm so sorry. So it's the 5th of June. I could swear I did a reading for Monday, but I didn't. I definitely didn't. Okay, all right. Well, let's get into it. If I did two, I'll post two for you. Anyway, Spirit and Angels, anyone for the highest good? What do we need to know for Monday, the 5th of June, 2023? The 5th of June, 2023. What do we need to know? Of course, this reading could resonate whenever you're guided to see it or at any other time. This reading could just resonate later on down the line, but you were meant to see it on Monday so that you would have a heads up, okay? This reading, multiple messages could come out during any of these readings right till the very last second, and multiple storylines happens all the time. All right, let's get into it. Monday's reading, this coming Monday, for anyone who's guided. I guess they want to just come out before I really even get the question in. What else do we want to know for Monday's reading this coming Monday? What do we need to know for anyone who's guided? This is for anyone who's guided whenever they're guided. All right, check that out. Bottom of the deck, Big Happy Changes, one of the best cards in the... In fact, I do think this is the best card in the deck. It's such a great card. It's one of them. Big Happy Changes. All right, and before that, you have You're Ready and Not the Right Time. So I have to find out what this is about because it's kind of conflicting. So you're getting some big happy changes, but not quite yet is what it feels like. Now, why? It's not the right time. Do you have to get ready is what I'm wondering. So let's find out. Is there something you got to do? So every now and then our big happy changes are coming, but there's like a tweak or a thing or something we have to do. It's when we see the world reversed or the Wheel of Fortune reversed or an ace in the reverse in tarot. These are cards we want to see in the upright, but when I see them in reverse in my readings, that's my guide's way of saying to me, you have new beginnings coming in, or you're closing out an old cycle, or you have a new one coming in whatever thing we're talking about. But we need to know how to get to it. So there's like unfinished business, or there's a little bit more you got to do, or there's something, not some tweak, right? It's kind of what this feels like. But let's look at You're Ready and Not the Right Time. What is it we need to know about this? It has to do with your big happy changes. You're ready and not the right time. What is this about that we need to know? Forgiveness. All right, so I have to be honest with you. So now keep this in mind. You do not have to call anybody. You don't have to apologize to anybody. You don't have to forget or whatever. Ask them to apologize to you or whatever it is. This is not about that kind of forgiveness. This is more about like open your heart chakra again. This is like letting yourself forgive in a spiritual way. This is also about forgiving self. And a lot of times people don't realize it. They really, really don't realize they're walking around not forgiving themselves for things. Okay, so not forgiving yourself is probably the number one reason people get stuck. Okay, so yes, it could be about not forgiving the past or not forgiving your parents for being shitty parents, or not forgiving, your parents for not giving you the opportunities that other kids have, or whatever it is. I'm just using this as an example. I mean, these could be forgivenesses that have to do with your childhood, but these forgivenesses could be throughout your whole life in any area. What is the thing that holds you back that you need to release? What is the forgiveness that's needed here? Is it for self? Is it for other people? Is it just for the universe in general, like for giving you a bad hand, right? Whatever it is. Spirit is saying, like, you're ready, but not the right time. Says to me, you're not quite ready. It's not time for these big happy changes. They come with this one tweak or this thing or something you have to do. And when I asked what that is, it says forgiveness. Okay, so this lets me feel that there's some kind of forgiveness for self or others or anything or the universe or whatever it is, spirit, God, whoever you blame for something, right? And you might not realize you do this, right? So think about it. If you're not forgiving yourself or someone else, this could make you feel really stuck. This is like opening up your arms and saying, I forgive everything, right? Everything. I just want to be freaking happy in my lifetime, and that's it. And that's when you're ready. That's when it is the right time to see the big happy changes come in. So there's this one last thing, right? And it's something that you could have been this could be your thing, your thing, why you're here, what you need to do, what it is that is your goal. And you might not know this, because when we come here to this planet to do all this spiritual work and really get to the bottom of the things we didn't accomplish in our last lifetimes, or whatever your beliefs are, these are strong spiritual beliefs of light workers. um when we come here, no one gives us the instruction manual, so we have to literally feel our way through it. We have to listen to our guides, listen to our higher self, listen to our intuition. What is it for you? I think you'll know if you tap into it. You might already know. Okay, this might take some meditation. It might take some past life regression. I don't know. It'll take something. You can always check out Tools for Spiritual Ascension, my favorite site here on YouTube. I have a lot of stuff in my playlist. You can just click on, and that'll take you to spiritual Tools for Ascension, Spirit and Angels, anyone for the highest good. Daily reading for anyone who is guided to see it. It's for this coming Monday. All right, let's do it. What do we need to know for this coming Monday? Sun reversed. Yeah, it might be something you don't really see, that you need some clarity on. You've got to get to the bottom of it. It might be something that you're unclear about. You might not be realizing that this, even I want you to look, and this is the first thing I noticed when this flipped over, is how much it looks like. See how, I don't know if you see it like I do, but when I saw the forgiveness card, I saw that it would bring in big happy changes. I immediately saw that the forgiveness brings in the changes by looking at the card. And I don't know if you see it like I see it, but immediately my mind went to, oh, the forgiveness brings in the happiness. Okay. And that makes sense, right? All right. So let's keep going here. What else do we need to know? Forgiving in our hearts brings in some happiness. And look at how the Five of Cups comes out as a challenge, right? And Five of Cups is a card about, I've been wounded and I need to heal, right? And it comes out as being the challenge. Tell me more here, please. What else do we need to know for Monday? Yeah, I can't even. I'm going to keep these together. I just got chills when these fell out. Absolutely. The Two of Wands, the Death card. I'm going to tell you why in a second. I'm going to get a different card for up there because I want to keep these two together. Okay, we got two that came out together again. They don't matter quite as much as the others, do they? Maybe they do. I'm going to keep them together too. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these two together up there, and I'm going to keep these two together down here. All right, and we are going, because that's the order that came out, and that's the only reason I'm doing that. Let me get just one more card. I'd like to get one more card here. This is about something about timing, because you got not the right time, but you're ready in the right timing when there's forgiveness for the big happy changes. And I see that here again. Can I get one more card just to wrap it up, please? Because these two are together, these two are together, and these two seem to be working together as one unit too, in a way. And I'll show you that in a minute. Can we just get one more card, please, or two? Here we go. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Totally makes sense. So as soon as we come into the reading, we got the Sun in reverse. Again, remember how I said you might not know this, you might not see it, you might not have full clarity on what it is that is keeping you from your big happy changes. And I know everybody's like, when are they coming? I want the big happy changes. Who doesn't? Everybody wants the big happy changes. But again, immediately my mind is on fleek with forgiveness is the answer to the big happy changes. The two cards look identical to me. Like when I see them, I see the same exact energy. Look at the energy around forgiveness and look at the energy around the angel there in the middle with the big happy changes. It looks identical, right? The only difference is the big happy changes is a little brighter, and which makes sense, right? So your divine timing is at play here. You're ready, but not the right time. You got to have the forgiveness. And then you get that big, everything is soul work. Everything we do is cracking that soul wide open. We hack our own soul as we do this soul work, right? So as you hack your soul, I don't care how, angry and hurt and devastated we are, we can't be happy if we can't forgive. It's just that simple. It has nothing to do with who was right and who was wrong and who did who dirty and who did what to who. It has nothing to do with that. It really has to do with, do you want to be happy? That's all that matters here, is, do you want to be happy? So if you want to be happy, even though you are right and they are wrong, you still have to have this something. So, now keep in mind, this also could be forgiveness of self. I see this kind of energy come out all the time when people are blaming themselves about the past. Listen, if you made mistakes and you went down the wrong road, or you let the wrong people in, or you did the wrong things, or whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. It's in the past, and the past is going to stay in the past. The best you can do is forgive yourself so you can be happy, right? Forgiveness is really something that happens for you, that you do for yourself. I forgive for myself because I just want to be happy, right? It's I bring it up all the time. There's a line in the movie Antoine Fisher, and it says in this movie, Antoine Fisher, it's a really great movie. Denzel Washington's in a really great movie. But in the movie, Denzel's dealing with this kid, and the kid's got all kinds of anger issues, and rightly so. He had a horrible, horrible, horrible childhood. All kinds of abuse and neglect, and to the max, right? He has every right to hate everything and everybody in the world. But anyway, Antoine Fisher ends up being assigned to him because his anger is so bad that, like, he literally will jump on top of people and beat the hell out of them from his anger if the wrong thing is said. So anyway, Denzel says to him during this movie, he says to him, he's his therapist, and he ends up really being so beneficial to this kid. And he says, you're going to have to forgive the people from the past. And he's like, but how do I forgive them? They were wrong. They did these terrible things. You have no idea. And, Antoine, and this is what Antoine Fisher is saying to Denzel, and Denzel says the definition of forgiveness in the Webster Dictionary is to regard without ill will despite the offense. So I no longer have ill will for you despite what you did to me, right? That's the definition of forgiveness. And then, Antoine Fisher says, well, why should I forgive? And he says, so that you can be happy. So Dr. Davenport says to Antoine Fisher, the kid, this is so you can be happy. So forgiveness isn't about them, it's about you, right? And we've talked about this on this channel before. And even if the forgiveness is to self, right? Even more so, forgive yourself so you can be happy, right? This is only so you can be happy. And that's really where we stand here. So as we come into this reading, we don't have a clear sense about why it's so difficult to heal here. Why is it we're having such a hard time healing? It is the challenge, right? It comes out as the challenge. And then Spirit says to you, like it's a matter of divine timing, right? With the Temperance reversed, but also with the Hermit here, who's shining the light on the issue that's been in reverse. The light's been in reverse, right? Well, in tarot, for me, when the Hermit's in reverse, the Hermit is seeing what they set out to go see. I went on this journey to shine the light, and what did I find? I did find something, right? Well, this looks to me like it's all happening in divine timing. But what is divine timing? And I say this on my channel all the time. Divine timing isn't going to come knock on your door. Divine timing is what you're doing about it, right? So Spirit 100% always has your back, right? No doubt about it. Spirit's got your back. But you are going to have to do the shadow work. You are going to have to face the darkness. You are going to have to shine the light that you've been unable to shine, or that you just haven't seen clearly, right? So a lot of this is this forgiveness, whether it's for yourself or others, comes from within you, and seeing something you couldn't clearly see before that will help you heal. And it says it all right here. Everything that says is rewritten right here. Okay. And again, the Hanged Woman in this deck. Now it just has the Hanged Woman in this deck. Usually it says the Hangman. This is the Hanged Person, in my opinion, any gender, is getting enlightened. So do you see how she put herself in this uncomfortable position, just like the Hermit went on the journey? This is someone on a journey to see something from another perspective. The Hanged Man has now shined the light on the situation, like the Hermit, and seen something from another perspective and is enlightened. And this is what I see. And the whole reason I got chills when this came out is because this is your answer, right? This person, this is the result, I should say, of everything we're talking about here. The result is I finally am rebirthed. See how she's back here, but she's here enlightened. Do you see the light around her? She's enlightened, and she's left the old shadow piece of her behind, and she's been enlightened. We see it all right here. About what? My ship comes in when I decide. Two of Pentacles. Her decision brings her ship in, and her decision is to release and rebirth and allow herself to shed. Like, this is almost like shedding her old skin is the thing that allows her to see the ship come in and experience happy. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I'm not clarifying this reading. This reading was all coming through to me intuitively with the cards that came out. Spirit guided me through this reading. I'm not clarifying it. It is what it is. I will tell you that the answers are right here. Happy, big happy changes. The ship comes in when you allow the death and the rebirth to come into this situation. It's really that simple. I love this reading because this is one of those readings that really has to do with purging and releasing and allowing yourself to really experience this happiness that's coming for you. I mean, this experience, those of you that this reading's for, you will immediately know it. You will know it. No doubt about it. And you will understand, I feel, I hope, what's needed to just experience this. And this could be something you've been trying to work on or figure out or whatever. And I hope that it helps the person it's meant to help. Okay, guys, let me grab you a couple of angel cards, though. I do want to do that. All right, angels, what do we need to know? And if you guys haven't seen the movie Antoine Fisher, please do. We've got brotherhood, sisterhood. We've got intentions. Right. Eye on the prize. And look at this. Oh, I got chills. The awakening. Absolutely. And this is someone who can be there for you, help you through it, help you realize it, whatever it is. If there's somebody who you want to talk to, this, let me get one on brotherhood, sisterhood. This also could be something about healing. Look, everything I'm asking for is just flying out of the bowl. This really, to me, this is a soul tribe card, right? So this is someone within your soul tribe, in your soul community. Hi. Really helping you to realize something, really helping you to heal this. The intentions of really eye on the prize, and the prize, the hole in one there. Eye on the prize really is the healing part of this, really is experiencing something you probably haven't experienced in a very long time. Or for some people, listen, people like Antoine Fisher never experienced happiness. Never, ever in his life did he experience happiness. Never, until he met, the doctor who changed his life just by making him see something that he couldn't see before. Okay, I hope this helps somebody. I have had chills through this entire reading and goosebumps through the entire reading from the very beginning. This is a deep subject. It's an important subject, and I hope that it helps. Even if it helps one person, please do comment down below. Let me know if this has helped you in any way, or if you received your message in any way, if you feel like it was for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit the like on these daily readings. I would like to keep them on the channel. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.